So this has been a really hard video to record. I've been sitting on this information for 2 weeks now, and finally now I can tell everybody what's happening. But I didn't know how I was going to release this to the public, or was I going to just put a post on Facebook? Was I going to just do a picture with like a writing thing? But I'm not great at stuff like that. The best way for me to you know say things is from the heart, and of course on a microphone and in front of a camera. So I know that last week a lot of you have messaged me. I've had a lot of messages, a lot of private messages, a lot of comments. Basically, they released the air table for the cruise directors that are going to be on ships from now until sometime next year. And ever since the celebration got announced, of course, I was going to be on celebration and legend next year. And ever since now, I'm no longer on the list. It's like you're no longer allowed in. You can't. You get out of the club. There's a reason for that, and this is it. And I can tell you now. So as of 2 weeks ago, I am no longer a cruise director for Carnival Cruise Line. And first of all, let me just say thank you to everyone that's been with me over the last 7 years as cruise director on all the ships, on all the lives and all the concerts and everything. Thank you so much for your support. I've met so many great friends over the years, so many to name. I have a small, close knit group that I've met over the last 7 years that I still reach out to, I still talk to, and a few of them probably got a heads up of the information. Um, Not everyone did. I had to keep it quiet because, you know, there's a lot of moving parts to things. So I want to thank, first of all, Carnival Cruise Line for the best nearly 12 years of my life as a singer, as a performer, and of course, as a cruise director. I have done so much, and people don't realize this when I always say this at my Q&As on the ship. I owe Carnival everything. I do. And I know that sounds really cheesy, but if it wasn't for Carnival Cruise Line, I wouldn't have met my wife. If it wasn't for Carnival Cruise Line, I wouldn't have had the funds to get married, buy a house. And then, of course, if it wasn't for Carnival Cruise Lines, all of these domino knock on effects, I wouldn't have had a little baby girl and now a fully fledged little human being in my life. So I owe Carnival everything. So why am I going and what's going on? Well, I have got a promotion. I'm no longer going to be a cruise director with Carnival Cruise Line. I'm going to be a fleet cruise director. Now, for anyone who doesn't know what that means, we already have two fleet cruise directors, Christopher Salazar, also known as Donkey, and Mike Pack, two very good friends of mine. And basically, they've been fleet cruise director for the last 6 months to a year. And their job is to basically go around every ship in the Carnival fleet and check in on the cruise directors and giving them some support, especially the fun squad, all that stuff, helping with, up and coming new cruise directors, passing on their knowledge and, of course, their expertise to, keep growing the Carnival brand. So I've been promoted to fleet cruise director. So as of next week, I'm going to be doing some training. And then from January onwards, I'm going to be out and about. I'm going to be on the ships. I'm going to be here, there, and everywhere. So that means I won't be on a ship for a certain amount of time now. It's not going to be like you can look at the programming and know who your cruise director is going to be. You might just get on a ship and I might be there for that week. So for me, this was something I had to think long and hard about, but it was pretty clear to me. It was something that I wanted to do. I'm 40 next year, and having a little girl and a family now has put a lot of things into perspective with my future. When I used to think about future, I used to think about me as a performer, future. And that's great, right? I'll always perform and I'll always sing and I'll always dance and I'll always do my fun stuff. However, I'm 40 and I'm thinking more along the lines of 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Because once you're a performer and that's done, what do you move into next? And for me, over the last 7, 8 years, I've learned a lot of skill sets that I never knew I had when it comes to management, when it comes to leadership, and it comes to motivation. And I don't want to let that go. And this was too good an opportunity for me and my family. So I'm so sorry that if you were coming to cruise with me, I'm no longer going to be there. But it doesn't mean I'm gone forever. When it comes to socials, I'll still post when I can. Probably not as frequent in the next couple of months because I'm just starting my training next week. So I'm going to be a lot of stuff that I'm going to have to think about. But I just want you to know that I'm going to be there. And thank you for the memories. Thank you for the fun that I've had in the years of being a cruise director. This is a new chapter in my life, a chapter I'm so excited about. I can't tell you how excited I am to be in this role. I'm working alongside some of my peers like Mike and Chris, and also people in the office that I've known and respected for years. That now I'm going to be working with them a lot closer. So for me, it's all about the integrity of Carnival and getting that, keep pushing out that top entertainment that we do. And now I get to be part of that process. So I just want to thank you all. Thank you so much. I'll keep you updated. No doubt you'll get the random photos and the random videos here, there, and everywhere. The YouTube channel, of course, since this announcement's happened, a lot has taken over. So my vlog has stopped because now I'm trying to change my mindset. But that doesn't mean that the YouTube channel will leave. It's not. I'm going to keep it going. It just, for a little bit now, I just have to take a break and get my brain in the process of being a fleet cruise director. It's a very proud moment for me from starting off with the company all those years ago as a 1.0 production vocalist to then move into Playlist Productions, the first casts of Playlist, to then get my opportunity as a cruise director and now be sitting here today in 2023 as a fleet cruise director. It's a very special moment. Thank you. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I look forward to seeing you all in the future.